Hi everyone, this is Clucky Power with a Captain America skill tree breakdown guide. We'll go over Cap's skills, the build I'm using and look to expand on, and what type of skill specializations I'm using for my Captain America build. First, going over Captain America's light attacks. New York Knuckles is Cap's basic combo chain and increases in damage per hit and causes multiple enemy reactions. Cartwheel Kick is possibly Cap's fastest melee block break skill and leads to another block break called Shield Sweep. Shield Sweep will trip enemies and lead to more follow-ups. Both attacks do a good amount of stun and are very useful. Eagle's Talons is Cap's air combo, and to get the most use out of it, combining with Shield Dive after the second hit, Cap will dive after the enemy and slam them down, useful when fighting multiple flyers in the air and bringing them down to the ground. Super Punch is one of Cap's sprint attacks that leads into combos and comes out faster than his heavy version, but does less impact, but it's much easier to combo after from than his heavy version. Fainting Uppercut is Cap's faster dodge attack, but does less stun and impact than his heavy version. Lastly, we have Commander's Parry, which is Cap's light intrinsic attack. While blocking, press the light button to parry an attack and bash the enemy away. When performed, Cap will also get the Captain's Charge buff, which will enhance the damage and impact of the next attack Captain America does. Also, depending on your mastery skills, Captain's Charge will grant other buffs. Be careful when using this move, as it can only be used when having enough shield block energy. Down to the heavy attack skill tree. The first skill is Shield Smash. The first attack will have Cap charge the enemy and combo finish with a cone attack that will hit multiple enemies into the air to set up for air combos. Heavy attacks can be combined with light attacks, so experiment and see what parts of the combos you do or do not like. Next is Shield Bash, which is another block break but will launch an unblocked enemy for more air combos, or can lead into Rising Hope, which is another block break, or that can be used to juggle an enemy into the air before following up with an air combo. Torpedo Kick is Cap's slower sprint attack, but has much more impact and pushes enemies far away. Useful when wanting to kick enemies off a building or a cliff. Grand Slam is another dodge attack, but slightly launches the enemy into the air so that they are helpless for a follow-up attack. Shield Strike is Cap's heavy combo finisher that will block break and knock all enemies away within the cone area of attack. This attack does high damage, impact, and stun. Then we have Shield Dive, which I talked about earlier. Combine this with Cap's light combos in the air to bring flyers down to the ground. Next we have Soldier Slam in his Cap's air block break. It has a wide cone effect and will push back unblocked enemies. Useful when diving into a horde of enemies. Lastly is Commander's Call. While blocking, press the heavy button to send a shockwave that pushes back enemies and taunts them at the same time. Cap will attract attention away from his allies and activate Captain's Defense. This buff reduces the cost for blocking enemies by 50% and reduces all damage by 15%. This is a great skill for a tank Cap build. Be careful though, as the cost for activating the skill will drain most of your block meter. But Captain's Defense can be enhanced depending on your mastery skill picks.
I do bite.
Now to Cap's range attack skill tree. This tree focuses on throwing Cap's shield, and the first skill is called Shield Throw, which can lead into combos such as Resolute Throw and Patriot's Throw. as Cap's range combo finisher. To do these range combos, press the throw button after catching the shield. These attacks will also damage enemies when the shield is returning to Cap. Cap's hold range attack is Ricochet Throw. Cap can lock into multiple enemies and his shield will hit each one, causing block breaks along the way. Great skill to use when facing multiple enemies with shields and wanting to keep a distance. Boomerang and Truth Seeker expand the number of enemies that can be locked on, up to 5 for this attack. Lastly is my favorite skill, Shield Kick. After performing Ricochet Throw, press the throw button as the shield is returning to Cap to kick it back towards multiple enemies without needing to be locked on. The shield doesn't even have to be aimed at the original target. If you defeated the enemies with Ricochet Throw, you can aim towards another group of enemies and the shield will go after them instead. Great block break move that does high damage.
Alright, what's next?
Lastly is the Intrinsic Ability skill tree, which is based around Shield Block. Holding block, Cap will block all attacks except blockables. The meter will be drained when an attack hits the shield. Depending on the strength of the attack determines how much is drained. The block can be used when sprinting and jumping. Then we have Shield Parry, which will stagger enemies into follow-up attacks. This does not drain the block meter when perfectly parried. Shield Parry can lead into Counter Strike, which will knock enemies back, block break, and cause high stun. The alternative counter is Powerhouse. Cap slams the shield to the ground, block breaks, it launches multiple enemies into the air, which is easier to combo into. Then there is Rebounder, which will knock back projectiles towards enemies, but will drain a small amount of block meter. Then by holding block, Cap can reflect lasers from Dreadnoughts, Adaptoids, etc. back towards the attacker for low energy cost. And then Undefeatable Spirit, Unwielding Might, and Unstoppable will all increase Cap's shield energy by 15% each. Onto Cap's specialties and heroic abilities. First is Rally Cry, which will cause damage to enemies around Cap and mark them. The mark causes them to receive additional damage from all sources. This ability can be upgraded to cause marked enemies to have a 25% chance to drop a heroic orb, gives a 50% increased chance to land a critical attack on marked enemies, and increase the duration of Rally Cry for 5 seconds. The first specialization can either increase the time of Rally Cry, reduce all incoming damage and taunt enemies, or cause all allies to reduce damage by 25%. Specialization 2 causes enemies to more likely to drop health packs, drop intrinsic orbs, or crit attacks deal 15% more stun damage. This move can be highly effective for a tank Cap build. The next heroic ability is Steamroller. Cap throws his shield to hit multiple enemies, and the amount it can be upgraded to hit is 8 times. The first specialization can either increase the amount of charges of the attack to perform to 2, perform a follow-up shield kick, which causes more damage, or increase the stun damage by 25%. The second specialization grants that every 2 defeated enemies to drop a region pack, heroic orb, or intrinsic orb. And the last heroic ability is Brooklyn Brawler, which is a very famous Cap move right now. Cap slams the shield, damaging multiple enemies, raising his damage and his defense. and unlocks a new light attack combo. Cap during this light attack combo will now throw his shield out in front of him, extending his range. Be warned though that the light attack is still based off might, not precision, so if your Cap build is based off precision, like mine, the new light attack combo won't benefit you much. The ability can be upgraded to restore 25% of Cap's health when activated and will heal Cap per hit, and be extended another 5 seconds. First specialization gives Cap the ability to take down low health enemies without stunning them, which is very useful, as you can take down an Adaptoid multiple times to kill them. Or light attack combo finishers have increased impact and deal guaranteed critical attack damage, or ranged attack damage will do a 25% increase. The second specialization can either increase Broken Brawler's duration 3 seconds after each takedown, be able to block all attacks even on blockables, or Heroic Orbs can grant more energy to Heroic Brawler's ability. Popular choice right now is using CQC Specialist and Adrenaline Rush to extend the use of Brooklyn Brawler indefinitely. Then Cap's movement ability allows Cap to double jump, wall run, dodge, and vault over enemies.
Can't make this easy for you. Was that it? I was just getting warmed up.
Cap's mastery skill starts with combat. Combat specialization can give increased damage to finishers, increase stun damage while attacks, or increase all range attack damage. Melee expertise raises critical attack damage when air juggling, increase crit attack damage for combo finishers, or boost heroic charge with attacks. Takedown recovery can give extra willpower per takedown, a heroic orb per takedown, or a regen attack per takedown. The heroic orb is essential for a Brooklyn Brawler build. Moving on to range attack, we have shield throwing mastery, which gives an extra attacking Cap's range combo, be able to pin enemies, or increase the speed and damage of all range attacks. Throw mastery can raise damage and crit attack chance, increase damage of ricochet throw, or increase stun damage. Lastly, throw utility can spawn regen packs, heroic orbs, or intrinsic orbs when defeating enemies with headshots. Efficiency is centered around blocks. Block energy specialization will give more block energy, increase block energy regen speed, or give block energy when doing takedowns. Block energy efficiency can give more block energy, increase regen speed of block energy, or reduce regen penalty when energy is fully depleted. Block energy mastery can give block energy, reduce the amount of block energy used when blocking, or grant more block energy when parrying. Lastly is the Intrinsic Ability tree. Heavy defensive attack mastery can reduce the cost of intrinsic attacks, like Commander's Call, increase parry window, or increase duration of Captain America's defense, increase the duration of Captain's defense by 8 seconds. Light defensive attack reduces cost of intrinsic attacks, be able to recover all block energy from Commander's parry, or extend the use of Captain's charge. Defensive attack expertise gives the ability to break blocks when Captain's charge is active. Block energy will no longer deplete when Captain's defense is active, or increase duration of taunt from Commander's Call. I recommend taking Iron Defense, as then you can taunt all the enemies toward Captain America, and he can block, and he won't lose any shield energy. So for my Captain America build, it's going to be more about range, tankish build. So I'm going to focus more on precision, so I can attack from range from do more damage than using might, because I'm not going to try and attack up close as much. And I'm going to try and look for precision to boost up my critical attack chance, my perk chances, while also looking for valor, so I can increase my critical attack damage. That'll be very useful with shield kick. And also for my defensive rating, defensive stats, so I'm looking for resolve and resilience, just so I have more health if I do get hit, as damage is pretty high in this game, and armor will help reduce the damage. But this will also help when doing Commander's Call. When I taunt enemies, they'll focus on me, but I'll be reducing damage even further through the Defensive Call ability. So for my specializations, I mostly pick stuff that would help me keep in Brooklyn Brawler mode. So I pick stuff that would either give me heroic orbs or extend the use of Brooklyn Brawler, or I picked stuff that would help increase the defenses of my allies, and I picked skills that would help me use Captain's defense better. Like for instance, Captain's defense uses a lot of shield energy, so you're not going to have that much left after using it, but using Iron Defense, blocking enemies' attacks will no longer drain any of your shield energy, so you don't have to worry about really managing shield energy after. You just have to make sure you have enough shield energy to activate Captain's defense over and over again. And I chose skills that would extend the use of Captain's defense. But like I said before, I'm doing more of a range attack build with tankish qualities, so that's why I'm using Commander's Call a lot. But this build can be made into an all melee build or a hybrid build, as long as you center on Broken Brawler by centering on skills that extend the use of Broken Brawler through takedowns. Well, I hope you enjoyed the video, and if you did, remember to leave a like and a comment and share. And subscribe if you want to see more Avengers content. I'll have more on the way, and I'll have more complete builds once I level up and power up my characters more. But that's it for now, bye, and thanks for watching.